Next question what I would like to ask you is about these activities. How did you find this method of activities? Is it yours own or you found somewhere else or something like this?
I underwent the training and underwent several trainings. Basically, these activities are driven by American national standards for economic education, Foundation for Economic Education, Foundation for Teaching Economics, and many other institutions have done a lot of research in the field of how to involve students into the topics. So many of them are being published by someone else. They're adopted, for example, for the European principles, that there are some changes. And some of them were developed by myself, as I'm really fascinated by teaching, as I should come.
So I think we can borrow some methods maybe from you and to develop here.
Definitely. This is a never-ending process. You always have to develop something because the conditions in Georgia are different than the conditions in Slovakia. The conditions in Slovakia are different than in the United States. It's not really simple to take something and to bring into a new location because of the cultural differences and so on.
Yes, there is always something common for all countries, rich or poor. It does not matter, but there are some differences by GDP maybe, or by cultural, some mentality maybe, language maybe, may have some.
It is always so that the economical principles, they stay the same.
Yes, they
stay the same, but the words we will use in the activities, the examples which we will use in the activities, they should be locally relevant, so the people will believe that, okay, this is something what is common for us here, for example, in Georgia, in Northern Caucasus. That's the biggest.
Okay, so you are not here first time. Maybe how many times have you been here?
I was trying to count, but it's coming somewhere to 8 maybe already. Okay, I can name the places where we have been, and from that I can derive how many times we have been here.
So I have another question. I only asked about Georgia, but I'm sure that you have been many other countries too. So you have seen many different auditions. So maybe you can compare different people, how they act in the same situations like you did here.
For me, I have to say that I love Georgia. I fell in love with this country. I fell in love with the people here, and definitely with the food too. But for me, the Georgians are very open-hearted persons. And when we started with the teachers, I was really afraid because I had no previous contact with them, so I don't know what kind of group it will be. For me, they were super. They were really super. They were really active. And if I can compare them, I think I even probably enjoyed it more to work with the teachers here than I do for the last time I did in Slovakia.
Wow.
I definitely this because the people are frustrated because of the money in Slovakia, and the program here in Georgia was something really new for them. So they didn't know what to expect. So that was perfect. They interact very well. They have a very high they know very well English language, which I was really afraid of, that there will be some language problems, and they are very clever, Also, I don't know if it is because of the activities of New Economic School of Georgia or because of the educational system, but they really know a lot about economics and about the basic economical principles.
And how about other countries? What is the difference between
I have been training teachers in 7 countries. The most or the less interested were teachers in Vietnam.
Really?
Because to speak in Vietnam about market economics was a little bit strange also for them. And we taught there at the university, so it was really a very, very, very strange.
About Vietnam, I have heard that they begin serious reforms about the economy. They begin to.
They did, but this has been 12 years ago when I was there, so it was really different times, and I really enjoyed the work with the Georgian teachers here. and not even with the teachers, but from the previous time, the students, they were also very active.
Okay, so I don't know exactly. Previous times, these students, we are our students too, or
Yeah, we organized several summer schools and such events, like few-day event outside, like Ureiki and Basaletti, wherever.
so they were somehow ready, like these teachers. These teachers were also in our actions. So you have to try with the teachers which are not our event participants. So it would be interesting what happens.
The teachers are the best target group for this, because when you are working with students, you only have an isolated group of students each year, and there is new students coming and new students coming and new students coming. But when you try to work with teachers, you have this like a multiplicators, So you train a trainer. When the teacher will stay in a school for, let's say, 5 years, and in each year he is having 8 classes, that means 40 classes can be managed by just one person. 40 classes, that's how much? 100 or almost 200 people who are the students there. So who can get in touch with those activities just
Yes,
because of
important.
this seminar?
But anyway, I'm not sure that these people who we are here and who we are so active, they can do same activity in the school. It's not enough, I think.
But I believe that they can do the activities. Not maybe all of them, but some of them. And my life motto, which I try to keep in mind always, is that something is better than nothing.
Yes, that's correct.
So if at least one from the teachers will try one game in his school or in his or her class, then the impact is that me, through him, has affected 40 people in Georgia, which I never personally met. And that is the biggest advantage, or the reason why the guys are doing the activity here.
Maybe I will add a few words. New Economic School already approximately 6 or 7 years works with teachers. We permanently organizing for them trainings in economics and entrepreneurship. We created 2 books, lessons of economics and lessons on entrepreneurship, which are basically textbooks for the pupils, for the schools.
In the internet.
Yeah. And quite many schools are using now our books and using our methodology. So why I'm saying that? Because we have already contacts with quite big number of teachers in all Georgia, not only Tbilisi, for instance, but in Batumi, in Samegrelo, Gori, wherever, in all regions.
Do you know how many people are registered there?
Excuse me?
How many people are registered there?
To be honest, I don't remember right now. We should check, because it's always updated. But I can tell you that per year we are organizing approximately 8 to 10 trainings for teachers. At least 20-25 participants. But when was it online, even more.
Yes.
So,
No, I remember that.
yeah, you were part of this project, so of course, and you can calculate at least how biggest number is at the end. And very important is that the new project now might invite the same teachers back, but explain and maybe same subject from different way.
Yes.
And this is very important, that they might have another tool on not only the lectures or the typical, but also the games, which might help to understand the topic more deeply. And very important, Martin was saying during the seminar that only lecture and only games not enough, but combination is better.
Combination is very important, because without games, usually it's very hard to listen only, because as you are interesting and maybe you are very much interesting, maybe, anyway the mind cannot follow from the beginning to the end. So I know about myself, and I think other people are like this too. Sometimes the mind goes somewhere in another direction, and when you come back, it's already gone. Some interesting things. So gaming is very interesting. You are fit in and when you work, you understand better also. So it's very nice. I liked this event what we had today.
If I can only add there that all three of us here at the table are fans of the Jonathan Gullible story.
Yeah.
All of them. The
Yes.
book is famous because it has explained difficult economical principles on very friendly way.
Simply way.
Friendly and simply, and also
Friendly.
and economics. When you hear economics, the word economics, for example, it's something that people are usually scared of. Because it's economics. It's something,
Formulas
it's
and
something
like this.
difficult. It's mathematics. It's like it's really something complicated. And what we are trying to do is no, economics is our everyday life. We do decisions every day, dozens of decisions, thousands of decisions, and economics is about to make the right decisions so we will fulfill all our needs, and that's like what we were trying to do here. Economics is not like the horror story. Economics is a friendly way or friendly thing which is helping you live a better life.
Yes.